This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Parker versus Robinson. You all have been dating for 4 years and you're engaged, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you're scheduled to be married in 10 days.
Yes, sir, 10 days.
Mr. Parker, tell us why you brought your fiancée to court today.
I believe my fiancée is cheating on me. We're about to get married in 2 weeks. If she is, then the wedding's off.
Ms. Robinson, are you cheating on him?
No, Your Honor, I am not cheating on him. I am here today to prove that I am being loyal to him. I understand that I have messed up in the past, but, you know, I'm ready to move on and I'm ready to be married and I'm ready to take on that last name.
But you must have done something to make him think at this point, 10 days before the wedding, that you've done something. What is it that you've done to make him think that?
Your Honor, I haven't done anything. It's just his insecurity. I had an incident the other day when a guy bought my daughter a sneaker bar. He blew out of proportion.
So did you think that she was involved with this man?
Yes. Clearly, he bought her a candy bar, so that means he knows you and he wants to be a part of that.
So are you really, truly willing to cancel this wedding based on today's results?
Yes, I do. And I want my deposit back for it, too.
Okay, you put down a deposit for the wedding place?
Yes, sir, I did. I put out a $250 deposit down.
If you have to cancel, you think she should have to pay that money back?
Yes, because I suspect that, you know, if she's cheating on me and I'm paying all this value to make sure you have the most beautiful wedding in the world that you want, something's gonna happen.
I ain't cheating. When this lie detector come back to say that I am not cheating on him, he's gonna look really crazy. He's gonna be paying it back, not I.
All right, so clearly you wanted to get married.
Yes, Your Honor.
There had to be some happy times.
Yeah, we had great times. I mean,
tell me
beautiful
about
times.
that.
All right, so there were times where, like, she would, like, come in and, you know, I'll come inside the house, she'd have her lingerie on, looking wonderful and everything. And,
Ow!
And she'll, like, you know, she'll cook, like, steak and lobster tails for me and, like, have the bath, you know, bubble bath running and everything. So, you know, she was, like, real romantic, like little petals on the floor, you know, just making me all happy. I mean, I feel like the happiest man in the world.
And see, and that's how you treat a man. That's how you treat a man
all
right there.
All right, hold on. Lobster tails,
steak and lobster
lingerie.
and rose petals and drawing the bath and yeah. Are you taking notes?
I'm taking notes. Miss Robinson, you make it hard for a sister. I'm just
okay. All right. That's how you do it.
All right. Duly noted. Okay, so tell me what you loved about Mr. Parker.
Everything. He was always a go-getter. He always made sure our family was straight. He was just a all-around good guy. It's just...
I can see that.
So, Mr. Parker, all right, sounds like it's good. Great relationship. What went wrong?
Why are we here?
Well, the thing that went wrong was, you know, the beginning of this year, you know, I kind of went out of town for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, you know, things changed. She began to have locks on her phone. She lied about where her whereabout was. I have proof as well.
Okay.
All right. So, you know, she's supposed to be in at work, right? Where she work at is right here. So all of a sudden, you know, Facebook tell me she's in Camp Creek.
That doesn't mean anything. She may have gone to pick something up or meet a friend or
grab some lunch or something.
But I called her and she told me she was at, baby, you know, baby, I'm at work, baby. Right now, we busy right now. It's real busy. I'm gonna call you back later. So I said, okay, you know, but she's right here. I know
okay, Miss Robinson,
right there, but you right here.
Did you lie to him? That's a yes or no?
Kind of, sort of.
Okay, well, how did you kind of sort of lie?
I was at work. I went and got some lunch with a friend. Was there for a little while. I wasn't even there that long.
But why didn't you tell him?
That's not what she told me.
Because he blow things out of proportion, like.
You do realize, though, when you're not truthful, you blow it when you're telling the truth. And that's what's happening here. Have you lied to him in the past like this?
Yes, Sharon, I have.
So no wonder he doesn't trust you.
I mean, Mr. Parker, you can come back to the podium now.
Okay.
This appears to be just an innocent lunch with a coworker. What has she done in the past that makes you believe that she's cheating?
She had cheated on me before. We split times. Then all of a sudden, you know, she came back with me and said, you know, this is your baby. We had a baby. So, you know, I took her back and I'm like, okay, you know, we have a baby. So, but then I kind of had suspicions about the baby. I'm like, is this really my baby as well? So we decided to go on paternity court. And then, you know,
that's
we
one
went
way
on
to get
there
it done.
and it came back the results that the baby was not mine. So, yeah, so then, you know,
all right.
A little heartbroken off that.
Miss Robinson?
He will not let that go. I understand that I did.
What?
I did it wrong in the past. That's the beginning of our relationship.
This is not a let it go situation. I mean, telling somebody you have
right.
their child and it's not their child is serious business.
You right?
And then when you tell these little bitty lies, I'm at work, but you really at lunch, you're doing this and you're really there, there's no reason for him to trust you.
All right, so Mr. Parker, do you have any other reason to believe that she's cheating on you?
One night we're cuddling that night, it's a good night. Then all of a sudden, the phone rings. It's like 12 o'clock at night. Again, it rings again. So, I'm like, dang, what's going on? Same number. A random day, I just checked the phone. Also, it's that same official number. It's like for 3 hours, she's been on the phone with that number. She tells me it's a bill collector.
Don't nobody call me at no midnight. I'm not finna sit here and say, oh, it's a bill collector. No one bill collectors don't call it.
Why you tell me it was a bill collector?
Did you recognize the number?
No, I did not recognize the number. I don't save numbers in my phone, and I don't try to remember it.
Because I looked at it, and then she had a 3-hour conversation, so...
Who did you talk to for 3 hours?
If he at work, I don't talk to... I ain't talking to nobody for 3 hours. I don't know what he talking about.
How long did you talk to him?
No
if it wasn't
hours,
3 hours?
not nan, day, none of that. Why would I talk to somebody 3 hours? I know he's gonna go through my phone.
Okay, so there was a midnight call 2 times. Mm-hmm. And then at some point later, how much later did you go back and see she had talked to that same number for 3 hours?
I guess it was like 3 days after.
Ms. Robinson?
I don't even know his number.
You don't have any recollection of a...
You know, it might have been him. I'm thinking he might have texted, was calling me from a text-free app number and trying to get me caught up in something. That's what
But
I'm
the same received, though.
Okay, why would you think your fiance, your beloved, who wants to marry you, would try to create a situation where you look like you're cheating?
He like to play those little games, just like the same.
Have you ever done that
him
before?
Like to come in and like to smell through the house, thinking somebody's in there.
Okay, wait a minute. Is this true?
Well, Your Honor.
No, I don't know.
I don't know, because, that doesn't happen.
Like I said, I had
I'd be
suspicions
like,
about
stop it.
I had suspicions about the 12 o'clock phone call. So, I'm like, well, if I'm at work, then ain't no way in the world. If she calls somebody for 3 hours, somebody got to be coming in my house.
Okay, tell me what he does.
Comes in from work, and he'll walk around, looking in the bathrooms and everything. So I'm like, what are he doing? He pacing back and forth, and he be sniffing in the air. I'm like, wait, what are you doing? He's like, I'm just trying to make sure ain't nobody been in my house. And he hit it with, maybe I need to put cameras up. And I'm like, what are you doing all that for?
And how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel like a prisoner in my own relationship, in my own home. It makes me very uncomfortable.
All right, so you think he's just being paranoid?
I think he's being very paranoid.
I don't think so. My sister told me that she saw her, getting drinks with a man, relaxing with a man, just being with a man, like hugged up with him. Oh. That's what she told me.
This court has tracked down Mr. Parker's sister. Ron, would you please escort Mr. Parker's sister into the courtroom? How are you today?
I'm good, Your Honor.
Tell us your name, please.
Renisha Parker.
And you have information that Miss Robinson was at a lounge. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, it was like, I went to the bar and I'm with my homegirls, 3 of my homegirls. Next thing I know, I turn around, I see Miss Robinson. She was like all hugged up and he was like rubbing her booty. And I'm like,
okay, when you say hugged up, was it like this? Were they like this?
No.
Were they like this? Were they like
A bit more closer.
Closer?
Closer?
Way closer.
Okay, well, we can't get much closer up here.
Yes.
All right.
So is that true?
All right, Miss Robinson, who were you at the lounge with?
I was at the lounge with a friend, but we wasn't all.
Friend?
We wasn't all hugged up. We just had a couple drinks. We had a normal little
What friend was
hug.
this? Who
It
was
wasn't
this?
no like this and
Male or
that.
female friend?
It was a male.
Okay.
Okay. Club is full of ballers. Right?
True.
Do you have any other reason to believe that your brother's fiance is cheating on him?
Of course.
Okay, what information do you have?
Another reason is I threw a New Year's Eve party, and next thing I noticed, a guy pull up. I'm like, who is this? And next thing I know, she all kissing on him.
What? What?
Yeah, she's kissing on him, and
What?
he's rubbing her booty again.
Is
And
it the
I'm-
same guy?
No, it's a different guy.
Where was your brother?
Hold up.
He was gone. He was not even there.
Okay, so
I'm just here about this.
What do I look like bringing another male around my fiance's sister?
that's what
Not
I'm
knowing
thinking.
how her mouth going to run, that just don't make sense to me.
Her mouth
But
sure
you
is.
begged
you go up to-
but
Show
you
me
begged
that.
me not to tell him.
Y'all not finna
Okay,
do
so
that.
yeah, tell me how
You
that
not
happened.
tell him
Do I
because
look
it
like
was
a
your
thot to
side
you?
piece.
Okay, wait.
Her.
Did you
So forth.
confront Miss Robinson about this gentleman?
Yes, I had looked at her and I was like, "Who is this?
Look
Why
at
is
me.
you
Why
bring
not say nothing?
why is you bringing another guy into the house
Why not
when
call
my
him?
brothers
Bruh,
like
come
pays
come
rent
get
and stuff?"
your
And I'm
girl,
like,
my
"Come
house
on
too.
now."
Come get your girl.
And what did
bruh.
she say?
Why not
And then
call
she
her?
was like, "Please don't tell, please don't tell." And I'm like, she's begging me not to tell and stuff. And I'm like, I'm gonna mind my
Don't even
own
look
business. I'm
like
gonna
me.
stay in my lane. So, and it's like
Oh, one at a
double
time, please.
room. We got a double room, and it's like she's in there having sex.
No, not finna invite no male over and sit here and have sex with him with you in the other room.
So you deny all of that.
Yes, because I didn't invite no guy. She invited me and I came as myself.
Mr. Parker, I can see by the look on your face, you're not buying this.
Not at all. I mean, it's like, it's really crazy. Got me like, wow, what's going on? Like, today I just found out some new, some new crazy.
You didn't know
I can't
anything
even
about
say
this.
it. I have never heard that come out of my sister's mouth till today.
All right. Mr. Parker, now you've indicated that you have some concerns that Ms. Robinson's about her whereabouts and about what she's doing, her lying to you. The court has engaged the services of a cybersecurity expert. Ron, would you please bring in Mr. Gregory Evans?
Yes, yeah.
Ms. Evans, how are you today?
I'm doing great. And yourself?
Doing good, doing good. So, in today's case, you performed a full forensic examination of her phone. Is that correct?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Mr. Evans, Mr. Parker has had some concerns about Ms. Robinson's whereabouts. Did you find anything on her phone to support his suspicions?
Here's the situation. The first thing I noticed was she had location services turned off, like her Google Maps. So it does not show any history on her phone.
So, Miss Robinson, are you trying to hide your location?
My location is always on. I don't even pay my location no attention because when I travel. Like you say, Facebook gonna tell it all. Whether I cut it off or not, it's gonna move with me.
There's a difference there. On Maps, it'll give you the exact address. What Maps shows on Facebook, what it shows is like your city or that general area.
Okay.
So there's a difference there.
All right. Mr. Evans, what about Miss Robinson's communications with other people? Did you find anything about that?
I went through her phone, and I did find one thing that was very interesting.
Okay.
I saw that she was text messaging her ex, and it was at least 20 messages back and forth.
Miss Robinson, why are you texting your ex?
Me and my ex were just texting yesterday and I saw him text messages.
So what do
He's
you
aware
text?
who my ex is.
But what do you text your ex about?
Nothing strange, like regarding my daughter or anything, my little girl or.
Mr. Evans, what were these texts about?
All the text messages were, and she is correct, was about the child.
Okay.
In fact, if there's any indication, reading the text messages, she couldn't stand her ex. In fact, she even, I mean, not at all. She even changed his name to a name I can't even mention. So when it rings, that's what shows up.
So she's innocent there.
Yes, she is.
All right. So, all right.
That's one. We gotta go to the now. I want the other one now.
In addition to the forensic analysis of Miss Robinson's phone, we have also had her submit to a lie detector test, and we have the results. Ron, would you hand them to me?
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Robinson, you were asked, have you had sexual contact with anyone besides Mr. Parker that he doesn't know about since October 2015 until now? And you responded no. The lie detector determined you were being truthful.
I'm going to assume that because it's marriage time now, that you're going to drop your suit to get your wedding deposit back, and you'll go forward with the wedding.
Yeah, I'm gonna go forward with the wedding just because she been truthful, and I see my sister. I don't know what she's seen, and
The the court is going to dismiss your lawsuit since you are withdrawing it.
Now, Mr. Parker, I need to talk to you. You've been coming in smelling the house. You've been coming in checking phones. You getting ready to get married in 2 weeks. You have got to let that go.
Okay.
Can you look at her and say, we're moving forward?
Yeah, we move forward, this baby.
Thank you.
Mr. Miller, you all have been together 8 years but married for 5 years, and you are bringing your wife to this court because you believe she's cheating. Is that correct?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Well, I'm here today because I want to know if my wife's cheating on me.
Okay.
You know, she's done it in the past. I know she's doing it again. Everything she does is shady. She lies about her whereabouts. She never has a reason why she's going at long hours. I find things in the house that doesn't belong to me or her. You know, there's no way that she's not cheating on me. I know this woman.
Ms. Gulley, your husband has brought you here. What do you want to prove to him today?
First, I want to say that, I cheated in the past, but we were planning on getting a divorce. So we were separated, and I don't consider that as cheating. But I want to prove to him that I'm not cheating so he could stop all these accusations because I am tired, I'm sick, and it's giving me a headache. I am very tired.
What happened in the past?
Well, one day we decided to go stay with my sister. I guess it got cluttered, you know. She wanted to go to a friend's house. She wanted me to come with her. I didn't want her to go. So I guess things escalated, you know. So we decided to call it quits. You know, so I say 3 months passed, so we decided to get back together. So she come back to my sister's house and asked to use her phone. So when I used it, a text come through, and it was a naked picture of her and her ex-boyfriend.
On her phone?
On her phone.
All right, Miss Gulley. Did he find a picture of you naked with your ex-boyfriend?
No, I showed it to him. I showed it to him.
Okay,
No.
so you don't.
When we got back together,
No, you
yes,
didn't show it to
yes,
me.
I did. When
No,
we
you
got
didn't
back,
show it to
when
me.
we got back together, I was deciding to come clean. I didn't actually know that my ex had took a naked pictures. I was showing him the text message that me and my ex was like going back and forth with, and that's when I noticed that my ex had took a naked picture of me, but I wasn't aware of it.
And so you were surprised by that picture also?
Yeah, but I don't see why he got mad because it wasn't like that. I did it while we was together, because we were separated.
Okay, you do understand you don't get a break from marriage. It's 24/7, 365.
Well, yes, ma'am.
Now, if your boyfriend and girlfriend, you might be able to do that.
Yeah. But when you're married, you don't get a break to say, okay, we're breaking our vows and we don't get to take naked pictures with our boyfriends and girlfriends.
Note to file, do not take
Yeah.
a naked picture with my boyfriend.
There you go. Do not.
Do not do that.
Do not. Ms. Gulley, do you love your husband?
I love him to death.
Do you want this relationship to work?
I want it to work. I mean, I've been with him for so long that I don't know. I just love him. I love his dirty drawers that he got on.
Well, all right. There's a professional love you don't hear every day, Mr. Cousins.
Yeah, that's a standard right there.
I'm not sure I'm quite there. I don't know if I'm not.
I work
you.
around,
I
you
love
work
you a
on. I
lot,
love
but
him.
I don't know. We at the.
We'll get you there. Don't worry about it. We'll get you there.
So after all of this, you all are back together,
Yes.
and yet today you still think she's back to her cheating ways.
Yes.
All right, why do you think that?
Well, you know, once again, she said she's going to one of her family members' houses to, you know, help them out to do a little work. So she come in the next morning. So I was like, where you been? You know, I've been over my family member's house helping them out. I said, I called your family member. They say they haven't seen you all day. She changed the story around like, oh, they wasn't there, so I went to your sister's house. I said, oh, so I called my sister, and you know, she confirmed that she was over there. But you know, I think my sister's just trying to take her for it because they're best friends.
Well, I went to my aunt's house. I did go to my aunt's house, but she wasn't at home at the time, so I decided to go down to a bar and have a few drinks.
Okay.
I drunk so much that I didn't want to drive home, so I called me a cab and told the cab to take me to my closest friend's house, which is his sister, my best friend, my sister-in-law. And I wanted to drive home, but she took my keys and told me I might as well just have a seat on the couch and crash.
Okay. I do want to acknowledge I'm glad you didn't drink and drive. That was smart. Are there any other instances where your wife has disappeared?
You know, she loved her casino nights, the nightly drawings. You know, it was one night that she went to the casino. She didn't leave till about 4 o'clock that night.
Okay.
She came in about 5 o'clock that morning.
And these are these drawings where you get tickets?
I guess what, free
And
play?
they pull your ticket and you get money and things like that.
cars.
Tell me about that.
The drawings are every half hours. So they start at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
And I have 4,000 to 10,000 tickets in this drawing.
Okay.
So if I leave, I forfeit my name, because if you're not there when your name is called, they go to the next caller. So the last drawing is like at 2 o'clock in the morning, because that's when they do the big drawing.
And so you're really trying to increase your chances of winning.
Yes.
And that's why you're out. You're not out with some other man.
No.
You're out because you're there with this drawing.
No, sir.
Trying to win.
Yes.
Here's my concern, Ms. Gulley. The court has done some independent research. We have talked with a longtime employee of the casino, and he's informed us that the nightly drawings at the casino that you frequent end at 10:30 p.m. So the big question hanging out there is, where are you from 10:30 to 4 in the morning if you're not home?
And moreover, what are you doing from 10:30 to 4 a.m. in the morning? And with whom?
Ms. Gulley?
That's why I be at the casino. I be at the casino.
Well,
But you say you're at the casino for this nightly drawing until 2. The nightly drawing ends at 10:30. So what nightly drawing are you doing that's not at the casino?
That's where I be at. I be right there. I be right there at the casino. I mean, that's where I be at.
but there is no drawing all night long. There is no reason for you to be there. You're saying you're there catching the half-an-hour drawing, and the half-hour drawing ends at 10:30. That means from 10:30 to 5 in the morning, what are you doing?
I probably got the time mixed up.
No.
No, the
We don't
time
need a
mixed up.
probably.
Yeah, the time mixed up is the drawings end at 10:30. You thought they ended at 11:30. That's a time mix-up. A time mix-up is not the drawings end at 10:30, and I've already said they end at 2 a.m., and I'm not getting home till 5 a.m. That's not a time mix-up. That's a problem. And that's why Mr. Miller has this issue, that he thinks you're cheating because the time elements don't add up.
And even with the 2 a.m., you still got 3 hours unaccounted for. But at this point, we're now talking about 6 hours that are unaccounted for that you have not been truthful about. Now, here's the deal. You say you love him.
I do.
And you specifically said you love his dirty draws, I believe.
I do.
A standard we're gonna get you to.
We're not gonna get me there, I don't see that. But the only way you're gonna walk out of here with him is if you come clean today. And if there's something you need to tell him, I'm inviting you to share it with him.
Well, I haven't been unfaithful. I haven't.
That's your testimony.
Yes.
That you haven't been unfaithful.
Yes, sir.
That you've been at the casino.
Yes, sir.
And you have not been with another man all these nights that you're out.
No, ma'am.
Mr. Miller, what other evidence do you have that makes you think she's cheating?
Well, when I come home from work, I decide to take a good shower, look at some TV. So I sits on the sofa. And it dawned on me, when I look down, I see a sleeve sticking from up under the sofa. So I pulls it out, and guess what? It is an orange shirt that doesn't belong to me or her. I'm a medium.
All right, that's not a medium.
I'm a medium.
What size shirt is that?
This is a 2X large. So when I confront her about the shirt, she was like, "Oh, this is my cleanup shirt. I clean up in this shirt all the time. But if this is your cleanup shirt, why is it under the sofa?"
Did it look like a cleanup shirt? I mean, we all have rags that we use around the house to clean with.
It doesn't look like a cleanup shirt,
It's not
But-
something she's dusting with.
Yeah,
Is she
no.
saying she's dusting with it or she's wearing it?
She said she's wearing it around the house, cleaning up, and also she said she got this from the casino as a souvenir, but it has no logo. of the casino whatsoever.
Okay.
All right, Miss Gulley. Help me understand how this is your cleanup shirt and how this is a souvenir shirt from the casino.
That's my shirt. I cleans up around the house. I'm big at the top, and
Okay.
I buy a bigger shirt to clean up so I could be comfortable because I'm using all kind of cleaning supplies and I don't want to use my regular clothes to get bleach and all that other stuff on it. And for us, him saying that I got it from the casino, I never told him I got that shirt from the casino. Reason why he found it under the couch is because when I got through, I took it off and just threw it up under the couch and didn't think about trying to get it.
Okay, wait a minute. Does that make any sense? Wait a minute. Would you hand that shirt to Miss Gulley? Miss Gulley, that shirt is two of you. Now, I'm a fluffy girl, I know. That shirt don't even fit you.
I know.
And you trying to tell me you went and got that shirt to clean house?
Yeah, I went to the Salvation Army and got it to clean. Just to use, I have certain shirts to use to clean, so I won't.
Have you ever seen her clean in the house with that shirt on?
Never.
So this is news to you.
This is very new. Very,
It's comfortable
news
though.
to you.
It's very comfortable.
I'm sure.
I'm
'cause
sure
me
it
and you-
is.
Me and you both can get in that shirt. What we have here is that Miss Gulley claimed to visit a family member and didn't get home until the wee hours of the morning.
yes.
She stayed at a casino till 5 a.m.
Yes, Your Honor.
Allegedly, there from there to 2 a.m. watching the raffle, and our independent research indicates they're through with that at 10:30. So we got 6 hours unaccounted for. You find a mystery T-shirt that me and Mr. Cutler could wear together that she allegedly is using to clean the house. Those are all the reasons you believe she's cheating.
Yes.
And if you find out that she's cheating,
I'm gone.
the relationship is over.
It's over.
Miss Gulley, I'm gonna give you one more chance.
I'm telling you, I'm not cheating.
All right. Well, this court has done a full and complete investigation of this matter to determine is she cheating. At this time, the court would like to call out licensed private investigator Todd Redding. Ron, would you please escort him into the courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Redding, how are you?
I'm fine, Your Honor. Thank you.
It's good to see you, sir.
Good to see you, Your Honor.
Would you explain what you and your team did to investigate this case?
Absolutely, Your Honor. So my team did a full forensic search of Miss Gulley's cell phone.
What did you find?
Well, Your Honor, we found the deleted profile pictures of at least 3 men that she's been playing with online.
You're saying you found evidence that she's been playing with these 3 men?
That's exactly what I'm saying, Your Honor. It turns out that Miss Gulley is very involved in online games. And the photos that we found, the profile pictures, were some of the men that she plays online gambling games with.
So, Mr. Redding, what was your conclusion regarding infidelity?
My conclusion, my team, is that Miss Gulley is merely an online gamer.
All right. All right.
Mr. Miller, as you hear that, what's going through your mind?
A lot right now. I mean, I don't even know what to say right now. I'm kind of relieved that, that's the only thing they can't find is you playing online games with these men. But I'm kind of relieved that, it's nothing sexual going on. So, yeah.
I can almost hear the trembling in your voice. It's probably a mixture of
I'm kind of happy that it's nothing, she's not cheating.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To further investigate the allegations of infidelity, we had the team perform a forensic voice analysis of Miss Gulley.
That's right, Your Honor.
Let's take a look at the first question.
4 months ago, when you claimed to have stayed at the casino until 5 a.m., were you having physical sexual contact with another man?
No.
Mr. Redding, what did the voice analysis determine?
Your Honor, the forensic voice analysis determined that she was being
Mr. Redding, what did the voice analysis determine?
Your Honor, the forensic voice analysis determined that she was being deceptive.
The voice analysis determined that you were being deceptive.
That because my voice was cracking and I was already tired.
We have one other question.
Yes, Your Honor, we do.
The orange shirt Rudolph found under your couch belonged to a man with whom you have had sexual intercourse.
No.
What did the forensic voice analysis determine?
Your Honor, the forensic voice analysis determined that she was being deceptive.
Whose shirt is that, Miss Gulley?
Okay, that was one of my guy friends.
Why was one of your guy friends' shirt under the sofa in your house?
Because he was doing some work around the house and I took it out.
I bet he was.
Miss Gulley, this is your chance to save your marriage. Everybody knows what's going on. It's time for you now to realize that we all know what's going on and time for you to admit it. So your guy friend was over at the house because you and he were intimate, correct?
Yes, sir.
And that's his shirt.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Miller?
I'm done.
I'm sorry. I just thought that, we wasn't rocking anymore, so I decided to just, have other options. And I apologize to you.
You all have been a couple, known each other for 13 years, and this relationship is in jeopardy, and that's why you brought this case. Tell me why you're here.
I'm here today, Your Honor, because I believe my girlfriend is cheating on me with her ex, and I need to know more about what's going on.
So you believe the ex is not really an ex, he's a now?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe that she's, got something on the side like macaroni and cheese and collard greens,
Well, you speaking my language right there. All right, Miss Al, go ahead, love.
And you worried that you're going to end up on the side. You're going to be the side piece after a while.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's what's bothering you.
Yes, Your Honor. And after everything invested, I just would hate that the time and love and energy to go in vain.
Okay, all right.
Miss Alford.
Yes,
the
Your Honor.
ex, he's accusing you of going back to your ex. An ex is an ex for a reason. Is your ex really your ex?
Yes, he is. I don't want nothing to do with him. I don't want no part of him. I'm happy where I'm at.
So you're saying that that he has no reason to think that you are with the ex?
No.
That's a lie, Your Honor. I
was about to say,
that
you
for
wouldn't-
the record. I wouldn't be all the way here today if I just didn't think anything was going on. There are several signs and warning signs that I've had that brought us here today. One of them being I went out of town for quite some time. We had an understanding that we will hold each other down.
Okay.
And there would be no infidelity. We'll be here for each other. Once I returned back in town, she gave me her phone to go through. I went through Snapchat. If you are not familiar with Snapchat, Snapchat is basically a social media where it'll delete any video chat and message. As soon as the person reads it, it's gone. So you have no evidence whatsoever.
We're old, but we're not that old. We know what Snapchat is.
I apologize. I didn't mean to offend you.
No, you ain't not offended. Come on.
All right, so there's a section labeled in Snapchat for your eyes only.
Right.
She puts the passcode for their eyes only in there. Most of the men that she's dealing with or most of the people on her messages are men. So now I'm thinking, oh man, what's going on? I get these videos and these pictures and you talking to mostly men, and
was she sending them to you? Did you get any of those
I didn't receive any of those because in the beginning of our relationship, Your Honor, I explained to her that doesn't turn me on. You know what I'm saying? Things that turn me on about a woman is just being a good woman. We can do that in the bedroom, but I would like a lady in the street, and a freak in the sheets. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they've written songs about it, so yes,
apparently.
We do know what you're talking about.
So these pictures and things you saw, what exactly did you see?
I seen her grabbing her breast, biting her bottom lip, completely nude. It was at least 12 to 15 pictures of content. But the worst part...
She didn't say any of this to you?
No, none of those were received by me. I asked her about it and she said, well, that's for old relationships, so why do you still have that on your phone and why are you harnessing that if you have the full understanding that that does not attract me?
Okay, so yeah. Here, why do you have them on your phone?
I didn't have the time to actually get rid of it. I still have videos and pictures from me and my last relationship that I was in.
But you knew that you had them because you had them in the special for your eyes only.
Yes, Your Honor.
And that means it's like hidden and ready to go when you're ready to go.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you understand why he thinks this is something amiss?
I do understand.
Especially since he doesn't even like those kind of pictures. He gonna have you. He wants to see you in person. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So
Yes,
why?
ma'am.
Why would you get rid? I understand why you kind of like.
So that was like the first strike. And another warning sign was basically in this relationship after that's happened, I had to pray because I went to a lot of people for advice, but I never once talked to the Lord. So I said, Father, give me a sign.
Tell me exactly what you prayed. What did you say to the Lord?
Father, please show me a sign. If there's anything going on in my relationship, I need to know. Please bring it to light. My spirit is gonna break. I can't deal with this anymore.
And then what happened?
She's in the gas station. She has her phone out and she receives a phone call. Well, when she returned to the call, I asked her, who is this person that you are talking to? Why do you know this person? And who's calling you from this location? She basically says, I don't know. I don't know why they calling me. I don't know who calling me. Another phone call comes through. I asked her, who do you know? She said, I don't know nobody. I don't know what's going on. So when the call comes through, I tell her, act as if I'm not here. Say hello. She says hello. A voice says, I'm out. She says, my boyfriend is with me right now. He said, all right, say less. Click. Now I'm looking at her like.
Hold on. Because you just prayed to God to give you a sign.
And he don't play. And that word do not come back void. You see what I'm saying? It's the Almighty. He reveals all things. All things.
And so you feel like that was your own personal miracle, your own revelation, your own vision.
Yes, Your Honor.
Of what God was saying, I'm gonna help you.
Yes,
You've
Your Honor.
asked, and you spoke that into existence.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you feel like this was divine intervention.
Yes, Your Honor.
Wow.
All right. So you get this call, you tell her, pretend I'm not here, and she says, when she answers the phone,
hello.
And the other voice says,
I'm out.
And she says,
exact words verbatim, my boyfriend is with me right now.
So you say my boyfriend is with me right now because that's always what one says when you get a call. Why did you do that?
I said that simply because I didn't want him bothering me anymore.
Him
I'm happy
who?
with where I'm at.
Who is him?
My ex, Ken.
Why did he tell you to say less?
He didn't even give me the chance to say anything else.
No.
Of course not. That's why he said, say less.
What was he afraid that you were going to say?
I'm not sure.
Your Honor.
Okay, wait.
Hold on, Miller.
Hold on. What more were you going to say that he didn't want you to say in front of your boyfriend?
I'm not afraid of saying anything in front of my boyfriend.
I mean, what I'm hearing from her is she wasn't afraid. She wanted him to know, look, I'm with my boyfriend, don't call me. So whatever he said after that, she can't control that. And what he happened to say was, say less. She doesn't control that. What?
He was telling her, be quiet. You don't need to say nothing in front of him. What we would normally talk about, we're not going to talk about right now in front of your boyfriend. That's what that was.
But there would be no reason. There'd be no reason for him to have to say anything. Like say less. He could just hang up. He could do any number of things. I guess what I'm saying is, you don't have any control over him. You don't know what he was going to say. You can't control that, can you?
Right, Your Honor.
Exactly.
Mr. Miller, have you ever talked to this ex?
Yes, Your Honor, I have.
Tell me about that.
Okay, when we reach out to him finally, after she's had time to get her side piece story together in my eyes.
So she's on the phone with you too?
She ended up getting him on the phone, and the first thing she says is, tell him we don't have anything going on, before I can even speak to the man.
Okay, so what happened when you got on the phone with him?
He basically said, you acting lame. If I need to come out there and see about you, I'll see about you, just threats.
All right. Why would you jump on the phone and say, tell him we don't have anything?
Because he never gives me the chance to actually speak. So I wanted to tell Ken to just be honest with him.
You were telling your ex, hey, I need you to just tell him exactly what's going on here, and what's going on here is nothing.
Yes, Your Honor.
But you do see how this could look suspicious, too.
Yes.
Like you were setting the stage so he knows exactly what to tell your boyfriend, right?
Did you still believe something was going on?
I did, Your Honor. While I'm at work one day, she disappears out the blue, and she's claiming that she's going to look for this apartment for us. And I FaceTime video call her from 11:30 till 5:30 when I got off of work, not to get any response. I asked her explanation about it. Well, when I went to the apartment, they didn't allow pets, so I didn't stay long. I ended up going to the gas station looking for more apartments on my phone. So why aren't you seeing my phone calls? Why aren't you returning my phone calls? These are the questions that I have.
So you believe she was with her ex during this time when you couldn't get a hold of her?
Yes, it's a strong possibility.
All right. Well, there's your side, there's her side, and there's the ex's side. He's here. Ron, would you escort him in?
Let me go right up to the witness stand. Good day, sir. How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you. Would you state your name, please, for the court record?
Name is Ken Pittman.
My question is, the phone call that you made and said, I'm out.
Yes, ma'am.
What was that about? What did you want her not to say?
It wasn't more or less of don't say anything. With me, if I call you and you're with your significant other, that's fine. I'm not going to bother you no more. So with me saying say less, with Mr. Miller already, you know, how she told me about him, I already knew, you know, how kind of hostile he was, and, you know, he was iffy about other guys that she would talk to and whatnot. So with that being said, when she told me, hey, I'm with my boyfriend, okay, cool, say less. Nothing else has to be said, I'm hanging up.
Well, let me ask this, because this is the question that's on my mind, it's on Judge Cutler's mind, I know it's on Mr. Miller's mind. When is the last time that you were intimate with Ms. Alford?
Last time would have to be, I'd say, right before we broke up back in 2017, before I moved actually back to Mississippi.
And that was before she got with Mr. Miller?
Yes. To my knowledge, yes.
Has she expressed a desire to be with you since you all broke up?
No. It's just more of a communication, talking as friend-wise. You know, I'm here to let you vent.
So where's this Mississippi? You going to Mississippi?
Hold on, Mr. Miller.
Mississippi, where you come from?
Mr.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I apologize. That's the big question in my head. You saying one thing, she saying another thing. She saying that you trying to get back with her, and you saying you not.
If you're with the woman and you have doubts that she's cheating on you, that you got to go through her phone, that you got to do this, got to do that, act crazy, don't be with her.
Here's what I want to know. Do you still have an interest in Ms. Alford?
Nope.
So you're just being a good friend?
Yes.
Okay.
But Miss Alford, I'm kind of watching. I think you enjoy seeing them fight over you.
I said that earlier as well. I said that earlier as well, Your
Are you
Honor.
enjoying watching these two men fight over you?
No, I just want the truth to be told. That's it.
No. I ain't mad at you. I ain't got two men fighting over me.
You say you don't have? I just want to make sure you kind of ran through that real quickly. I want to understand you don't have two men fighting over you. Okay. Say it nice and slow so that it's clear for the record.
For the record, I do not have two men fighting over me.
Okay.
But as a woman, I can understand why that would be, ego boosting, make me feel like queen of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Are you enjoying it? Just say yes. Because I see it. You can say no, but we saw it. We saw you grinning.
I was grinning because he was being honest. And I'm glad that it's finally getting out and that he's finally hearing it. Because it needs to be told. Because I want this to work out. I really do.
We're going to see what the test results say, Your Honor. That's where I stand on it. It's too much flakiness going on. It's too much. If I can't trust you, I don't need to be with you.
If you find out she's cheating, you are moving out and you're done. If she isn't cheating, you in it to win it. Am I right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Cutler, we got a relationship on the line.
Yes, we do. And because we do, this court has done a complete and a full investigation. At this time, the court will call former military interrogator Lena Sisko to determine, is she cheating? For our court record, would you please state your credentials?
Yes, Your Honor. I am a former military interrogator. I have been certified by the Department of Defense. Shortly after 9/11, I deployed to Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, where I interrogated members of Al-Qaeda and Taliban.
So Mr. Miller is concerned about Ms. Alford's relationship with Mr. Pittman. During your investigation, did you uncover anything about that?
Ms. Alford did tell me that she lied to Mr. Miller about having conversations with Mr. Pittman, but that they all focused around her relationship with Mr. Miller. And in that sense, she did tell me something that I thought was very interesting. I asked her a question. I said, do you want to be with Mr. Pittman? And she gave me a definitive no. And she was very definitive with it. There was no hesitation. And she was also congruent in her body language. So as someone who's conducted over hundreds of interrogations since 2002, I do not believe that Ms. Alford is cheating with Mr. Pittman on Mr. Miller. And I believe she's being truthful.
Mr. Miller, you came here to get some answers, and we have now heard those answers. How do you feel about that?
I apologize for the accusations dealing with this young man, but we just got to work on it. I got some making up to do, and I don't know, maybe we need to see counseling. We've tried to go see Christian counselors, everything, whatever it's going to take to make it work. That's what I'm willing to do, so.
Here's what let me talk to you. You're going to have to stop. You gotta, passion's a beautiful thing, but it is not a beautiful thing when you're using it to beat down your partner.
Yes, Your Honor.